Hello guys, it's a great honor to be here and parler entre nous avec Jimmy. Thank you for inviting me again, and it's a great honor pour nous parler entre nous, pour nous éduquer communauté noire. Et when it's come to owning your own home regarding real estate in South Florida and the process, I'm honored to be here. A little bit about me. My name is Kilor Zamor. I'm the founder and broker of Zamor Real Estate Group. I am a mortgage loan officer, real estate investor, CEO of many different corporations. I was born in Haiti, raised in South Florida, where I went to high school, then the boarding the High School. And I went to Miami to get my MBA at St. Thomas University. As far as the South Florida market, I've been exposed to it and know it right after high school, pretty much. Now it's about to be close to 20 years in this industry, and it's been great. I've seen the different aspect of the market, different positions of the market, and I've been there in 2007, and I'm also here now. So I'm glad to be here, and hopefully we can learn from each other, and this information can be useful for my community. We're gonna dive in on the why is it important to buy a home or to buy property in the community. For example, when we compare ourselves to the Jewish community, you see they move into a community. You don't see them, they're starting to rent everywhere. They move in and you see they're starting to buy places. They buy lands, they buy homes. And then the next thing you know that they own the bank, they own hospitals. And later on, and you see they grow, and pretty much everywhere you turn, they're growing. Why is it different in our community? In our community, there's room for improvement. I think we can improve in many aspects of our livelihood. When it's come to real estate, I think it's vital, it's important to own your own home. It's important to have a piece of property with your name on it. When you compare renting and buying, in many ways, many views, you can easily see there's a lot more benefits with owning than the renting. So let's dive in on how to prepare to actually purchase a home. What do I have to do to position myself to purchase a home? A lot of times, many don't actually know that they are in a position to purchase a home, and some people think it's a lot harder than it actually is, and it's not true. It's just you need the right guidance, the right coaching, the right teaching. You need the right people to help you take that next step. So, what should I do to position myself to purchase a home? First, there's many ways to purchase a home. You can purchase a home cash. You can purchase a home using finance. If you are using finance, there's different steps and different programs you can use when it comes to financing. You can use FHA. You can use conventional. You can use VA, and you can use alternative financing, and also hard money. All those are different ways to obtain a property. You can buy it under a corporation. You can buy it under your personal name. And if you do buy it under your personal name, you have better advantages when it's come to purchasing a home. Because if you're taking financing, you have more advantages to do it on your personal name because your rate will be lower, your down payment will be lower. But in some aspect, people purchase home for different reasons. If you're buying a property as far as an investment, where a different aspect or different vehicle in real estate is flipping homes. If somebody's buying a property to fix it up and resell it, then they might want to do that under LLC, under a corporation, and that loan would not be for long, or they can afford for a higher interest rate. Compares to if you're buying a home to actually live in there to raise your family, then you want to have the lowest interest rates possible, the lower payment possible. So in that aspect, then you probably prefer to put it on your personal name. And on your personal name as well too, you have homestead exemption here in South Florida. That's another benefit you will have when it's come to purchasing your name under the best scenario. When it's come to 2023, right now, what are the most important elements that you need to pay attention to when it's come to buying a house? First element, if you're buying a property under your personal name and for the best payment, the best programs, you want to take attention to your credit score. Credit score, it varies. Really, you can purchase a home at a 580, but however, that is not where you want to be. You want to be 640 and above, because if you are lower than that, then you are limited to as far as program. You're subject to a lot more scrutiny with the underwriter, so you want to get your credit to the highest score as possible, because not only that, you won't be limited to FHA or VA. Then you can also go towards conventional and better options because of a higher score. So it's wise to work on your credit to improve your score to put you in a better position. Second thing, what's important as far as financing is your income. It's your income determined as far as what amount would you qualify for. Your income is based on how long you've been in your job, how much you're getting paid. Are you getting paid salary or hourly? That determine for whether you'll be able to buy a property for $300,000 or $500,000. All that depend on the amount of income you're bringing in each month. So that's determined on how you can qualify for a higher amount based on your income. And the other thing is asset. Asset is important because there are programs out there that can help you, but however, you want to have enough funds where you don't need assistance, because a lot of time the grants are great tools, but a lot of times if you have the ability to save, and you have better chances of getting a better program, you'll put yourself in a better positions if you have your own down payment and not having to rely on grants or assistance from the seller to purchase your own property. So that's a very crucial. Those three are very crucial when it's come to purchasing your home and using financing as well as mortgages, conventional or FHA or VA. Those three elements are very important for you to pay attention to. Now we're gonna go to the next question: is how to prepare to sell a house. So let's say you've purchased your first home already, and that time's coming where the family have a have grown, where you have twins coming, you have a different need, you whether downgrading or needing a bigger home. There's many different reasons why someone would need to sell the house. And selling the house, sometimes people may find themselves going back and forth. Do I want to keep this, or do I want to rent it or sell it? It varies for everyone. It may be a great idea for someone to sell it and purchase a bigger home, and it may be another idea for someone else to rent it and buy a bigger home. It's all different. It's all based on the strategy, the financial positions of someone may find themselves. So, ça importe en pile pour les arriver, pour préparer pour vendre caille. Les m'a vendre caille, les pas mettre caille dans le marché. Qui ça qui est important? Le pas mettre caille dans le marché. Ça qui est important, c'est les moun a vinn garder caille là. How you want your house to be presented. Parce que the way the house is presented will determine est-ce que caille la vend non semaine, est-ce que caille la vend non des jours, est-ce que caille la vend non mois. There's a few things to pay attention to. It's time to sell your home. One thing that I have a few suggestions when it's time to sell, when you put in your property in the market to sell, is number one is cleaning, making sure your house is clean, making sure your house smells good, making sure everything is well kept. This doesn't cost much money to be organized. Doesn't cost much money to put your house in that inviting position. Another thing is clutter. You want to refrain from too much furniture. You want to refrain from having too many things in your house where one may not be able to walk and maneuver and take the time to really dive into really take time to look into the property. So you want to move from clutterness. So that's important. And as far as paint too, paint is important. You don't want to be all over the place. Your favorite color may not be everybody else's favorite color. So you want to, if you're having to paint, you always want to be as lighter as possible, where it's more acceptable towards everybody. So paint, go very far. You'll be surprised how much just painting your house, how much of a role it'll play, and how much difference it'll make just painting over your house. Last thing regarding putting your property in the market is a lot of time there's a lot of little things that doesn't cost much money, and you pretty much ignore. You know, sometimes it can be as simple as changing a light bulb, putting more light in that bedroom or office or whatever it is. It may be very simple from just patch and paint. Those little things will determine, do you get a low ball offer or what you're looking for. Will determine how many people is interested in putting an offer in the property. Those are the little things as far as where on the for a flipper that they do, and it's charge a lot more money for a particular property, and that you could do yourself and spend very little and increase your return. So that's very important on how to stage your property when it's time, when you're getting ready to sell it, when that time comes to upgrade to a bigger home. And sometimes you have to downgrade, and it's not always a bigger home. You have people that's empty nest. You have people that's selling their property because all the kids have gone to college. Now it's time to get a two-bedroom condo from a four-bedroom house. So that's very important when it's time to sell your house. Is it a good time to buy? My formula is very simple. 1, are you renting? 2, would you have to get a loan? 3, what stage is your finance in? There are programs to answer the rate questions, as far as a lot of people may say the rate is too high. And the last answer is, would you stay in that property you're buying for the next 5 years? Those are the answers. Est-ce que ils sont bon temps pour m'acheter? Many people call my office and say, Zamor, I've been waiting to purchase a property, but I'm afraid, is it a good time or a bad time? My answer is always the same. 1, are you renting? So there's also math there. I had one client's been renting for over 10 years and paying $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month times 10 years, that tells you how much money they will never see again. That's one answer. As far as the market, the rate is too high. If the rate is too high, there's other programs where for the next 3 years you can have the seller chip in a 2 or 3-1 to help you with the rate. That's one. As far as if you're gonna have to finance, if you're not gonna buy your property cash, that also play a role, because the more tougher the market gets, the requirement as far as the lender, they also tighten. So if you're gonna have to get a loan, you can't afford to pay your property cash, then that also puts you in positions where it may be the best time for me to buy a home, because you can't control things happen. You never know about something comes up on your credit, and you never know as far as your situation with your job. If you're in a position where you can qualify now, why postpone what you can do today for tomorrow? So, is it a good time for me to buy a home? It's up to you to determine which stages, where do you find yourself on those stages. What should I look for when I'm deciding to choose a mortgage broker or a realtor? First, take time, interview 1 or 2. Ask them the tough questions. Find out about their experience. See if you can trust them to have your best interests at heart at all times. One more is Google them. Find out their reviews. Find out as much as you can about them. And then if you're satisfied, then that may be the best agent that fits you to do business with. It's important for you to know that agents can direct you to a good title company. Title company play a major role in a real estate transaction. Another one is a property inspector. Inspection play a great role on the property. And my favorite, insurance, take a major role when it's come to purchasing a home. Insurance will go into your mortgage, will determine your monthly payment. Inspection will determine if you buy the house or not, what problem the house has, so you can know, should I ask for a discount? And the title company is there to also protect you, to make sure there's no liens on the property, to make sure that there's no problem later on that can come by obtaining this property. So those are very important when it's come to choose a team as far as who do you want to do business with. Why should you call or contact Zamor Real Estate Group to make your dream a reality? Well, what you need to know about Zamor Real Estate Group is I've been doing real estate and mortgages for almost about 19 years now, and we've closed and funded close to 1,000 real estate transactions. When you hire Zamor Real Estate, you have experience in your side, ou gain a quality in your side, et pour bon monde qui gain great negotiation skills, et pour bon monde qui pas simplement focus des transactions, mais qui ouais ou même en tant qu'un monde. Et l'autre fait expérience avec Zamor, Après que nous traitons tout le monde tant que famille et nous pas simplement faire une transaction ou pas attendre de nous encore et nous garantir ou à préférer les amis, famille, nous travaillons avec lui, par Zamor real estate group. Un bagage qui est important, prends temps, Google nous. Ou après nous gagnons un petit review, 5-star rating dans Google, dans plusieurs autres websites encore. Parce que job nous, désir nous, c'est nous pour nous faire une différence. Une différence dans la communauté noire, une différence et business real estate. Si vous avez une question, relez-nous et à tout un privilège pour nous informer et éduquer about real estate. Avant d'aller, one good testimony m'table avec famille qui parle entre nous. Aujourd'hui, nous avons un client qui a peine fait closing aujourd'hui. Il a acheté un caille 3 ans de cela. Et il fait closing, il fait profit à peu près $200,000. Et il peut acheter un autre caille et utiliser à peu près un quarter dans le cop qui fait profit. Reste là pour investir dans l'autre bagaille. So, real estate, c'est seul investment qui est real. Again, my name is Zamor Real Estate Group. My contact information is below 754-214-5931. It is a great honor to be here serving my community when it's come to real estate.